Maybe I've just been chronically online, but apparently, along with the trend of going more analog this year, there's this other trend going called friction maxing. Let's talk about it. Friction maxing is basically choosing inconvenience on purpose. For example, paying with cash instead of tapping your phone, or writing something from scratch instead of asking AI to help you. It's like a counter trend to how everything now is optimized for the sake of convenience. And the argument is we've become so dependent on technology smoothing out every rough edge that we have lost our ability to handle basic human experiences like silence or boredom. Anything that requires us to actually figure something out on our own sounds like a very scary idea. To be able to be bored is such a flex now, which is kind of ironic, but true. But it's a very human thing that we need to embrace a little more and experience a little more. To just sit with our mind and let whatever it is in the head flow instead of feeling jittery, rushing to the very next thing. One of the things that I do to lessen the rush of technology in my life is by going on a camping trip. And in those slower moments during the trip was I able to start noticing things, patterns that only come up when we're not racing through everything. Things like camping kind of demand us to deal with friction-filled moments, figuring out how to set up a tent, cooking your food from scratch, or sitting in silence watching stars. Honestly, in moments like that is when I feel the most present, the most human, and I lost track of time. I think what friction maxing is really about is to have agency of our actions, because we're surrounded by things designed to think for us. And if we never practice making choices, if we outsource every decision and every discomfort, then we lose that ability. Ironically, I'm filming this on a smartphone, and I'll edit it on a computer, and I'll post it where an algorithm decides who will see that. But I think instead of it being about rejecting technology, friction maxing is more about deciding consciously to ourselves, again, to have the agency to think, where do we want ease and convenience, and where do we build the boundaries? Where do we need resistance from it? To me, I need resistance in my thinking, in figuring out what I actually believe versus what I'm seeing online and what I've been told to believe. I don't want the algorithm to tell me what to believe or what to think. And I really hope we all have been unconsciously friction maxing, not for the trend, but for noticing that friction is where we figure out who we are. So make this an invitation to try it again. Read a little slower. Get lost on purpose. Sit with a problem before we Google it up. And notice what happens when we let ourselves struggle just a little bit more.